Yeah, what's up, YouTube? Yeah, I'm not gonna make this video too long, man. I want to speak on a few topics, man. Black Lives Matter situation, which I don't really too much like the name, but I see what the organization was put together for. I see the organization going in a different direction. I'm starting to see a lot of LBGT Q people in there, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of whites representing it, which I have no problem with, as long as you trying to push get the message out there, you know what I mean. But I'm starting to see it shift to another direction. But we also have a lot of these media forums and a lot of these mainstream media anchors and spokesmen that's speaking up on Black Lives Matter. We also see on social media a lot of people speaking against Black Lives Matter, and this is what I want to put out there, man, because I'm hearing a lot. I already hear the counter of Black Lives Matter mostly is White Lives Matter. You know what I mean? And it's almost like if we marching marching for breast cancer, and we say, yeah, cure breast cancer, then somebody come and say, yeah, cure stomach cancer. We want stomach cancer cured, but right now we talking about breast cancer. When we rally for stomach cancer, it's gonna be stomach cancer. White Lives Matter, yeah, we know that. You know what I'm saying? But when y'all get a rally together and saying White Lives Matter because certain things are happening to you guys, with white lives, you feel that white lives are being taken from white people for no reason, then y'all can claim that. But countering that is just that's just showing you systematic racism that you're doing. Also, Blue Lives Matter. I want to address that because I hear them always come with the Blue Lives Matter. What the fuck is a blue life? You know what I'm saying? It's a uniform. So you comparing a black lives, real people, to a uniform, something that somebody can go after they shift and take off. I can't take this skin off, man. I ain't got no shift. There's no shift for me. Also, they can get fired for doing bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a job. In any job in the world you can get fired from. I can't get fired from the skin. You know what I mean? They can resign. I can't resign from my skin color. It's a job. And I also hear people saying, oh, well, you know, they got a dangerous job, and, you know, sometimes so what? They took the job. Being an electrician, working on them high voltage wires is a it's a dangerous job. You know what I mean? Construction working is a dangerous job. We're actually, you know, they building I'm in LA. They building the farm. They building the Rams stadium right now as we speak. And 2 workers died within this last couple of months. They fell from scaffolds. So that's a dangerous job. But they know taking a job that can happen when working on them scaffolds or working on them big beams. They know the job. They know when they take the job that it's dangerous. If you can't handle it, don't take the job and then complain and say we got a hard job in front of us. Don't take it then. If you feel that, if you say that the job hard, matter of fact, if you say that job is hard, don't take it. I don't want you working. I don't want you to police me if you think the job is hard. Because that means that you're gonna start to panic. You're gonna start to be frustrated. You're gonna have a lot of stress on you. We don't want people like that being the police around me. So all you people that saying, oh, they got a hard job, that's bullshit. Blue Lives Matter, they can take that shit off. They might want to switch careers. You know what? That blue life is now something else. Black people can't switch. We can't quit the job. We can't switch careers and become a different color. Quote unquote. So all you people out there putting that dumb shit out, playing mind games, because this is the whole mind frame of this whole thing that's going on. There's a lot of trickery. You got to see past the trickery. These people are and I'm not talking about all white people, but I'm saying the elites and the people that's in the upper forms of government, and they're very tricky. They do things to trick you. They say words to trick you. They got court systems to trick you. Everything they do, they lie a lot. They lie to sell things. Everything. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch their words. The English language is very manipulative. You gotta watch all these words that people say. You know what I'm saying? Because they very tricky. And they trick their own like a mother. That's why a lot of their own is like, well, it's not really bad because they know how to trick their own to not believe, because they already know if we convince their own, it's going to come back on them, which is happening mostly right now with a lot of the young white Americans. Is where the mind frame is shifting a little bit. They can't take that. The older ones, they already caught up. You know what I'm saying? They already caught up in, that don't really happen like that. You guys are just over exaggerating. You know what I mean? That's not really true. Blue lives matter. You know what I mean? When there's no such thing of a blue life. Blue lives, a blue skin, or whatever you want to call it, black lives or blue lives, that comes off every day. It's a shift. It's a working shift that they get to take off every day. You know what I mean? Y'all don't understand that shit. I'm talking to you white people, man. And you white folks always say, oh, just and I always see a lot of things on especially on, because this is a lot of people starting to see things right now on social media. So we see a lot of bullshit that the bullshit that you guys seeing been going on. This is not new. We see police just stop people from harassing them. He has every right to obtain what the law says. The police can't override the law, and then you say, "Oh, just corroborate." So you want this dude to corroborate every time he walk down the street, he get pulled over for no reason and checked, and you telling him to corroborate. So just violate his rights anytime you want to. Just corroborate with him. File a report, and we know that out of all these reports that have been filed, 300. In 2017, because that's the last time I knew about the report. It was about 300 and some cases being filed. Only one out of those 300 complaints went through, and one of the cops was fired or something like that. The rest of them, they all threw him out. 317 or 70 cases, man, in LA. Not the county. I'm talking about LA, the city, for blacks making complaints. So that shit don't work. See, y'all living in fantasy land, because what happens is when they don't see that thing, they don't see it happening. It's just like Iraq. You don't know the severity of what's going on because you ain't out there. But the people from Iraq can tell you, man, this is fucked up, man. These soldiers out here, now that we see the war is over, you know what I'm saying? We see all the fuckery that happened in Iraq. Our soldiers were shooting kids for no reason. They was over there just running in people's houses, blowing people's heads off and all that stuff that wasn't even Taliban. All that came out afterwards. But the media was saying, oh, that's not really happening. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, oh, that's not really happening. They exaggerate. No, that shit was really happening, because now it came out. What happened? All these soldiers went under indictment, and you know what I'm saying? For killing people. For no reason, killing innocent people. A lot of innocent people died in Iraq that had nothing to do with Taliban, nothing to do with war. They just with the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I mean? A lot of these soldiers was fucking rogue. They went rogue. You couldn't even control them. They just want to kill. A lot of these dudes want to kill. Especially they felt that Iraq or whatever was responsible for 9/11, which it wasn't, and they want to just kill. So a lot of them young soldiers went over there rogue. They went over there, you couldn't control them. It's even some incidents to where they even shot each other. So we got to understand, man, the savage, they want to look at us as savage because we doing some minor stuff. We living in a society where we living in poverty. We see the riches all around us, and we know that we don't obtain none of that. So we, say, nigga, shit, we try to get a piece of the pie. It might resort into robbing. It might resort into stealing, but that's small time compared to what these fucking white folks are doing. Going to fucking countries, killing half of the damn country off. That's a real criminal. Taking everything. We going over there to take your fucking oil. So you want to tell me that the same country that stole from everybody and is rich, and then you want to look at the small timers and point the finger at them? Your whole fucking existence is from criminality, being a criminal. This whole country was built on criminals. War criminals that still haven't been prosecuted yet. The biggest war crime on the planet was done to the black people in America. In the Americas, I'm not going to say the America. North America and South America. From our brothers to Brazil all the way up to North America. All them islands, Caribbean, everywhere. The biggest crime was done on those people. And the worst that got it was the black Americans. It was the United States of America blacks that got it the worst and went through it the longest. So we want to talk about criminals and all this stuff, and your very existence is out of criminality. And you're still doing it. Still organizations. What happened? Why nobody got rid of the KKK yet, or these white supremacist groups yet? And those are terrorist groups. They doing exactly what terrorists do. Going after innocent people when they don't like certain things happening. They blow buildings up. They do mass shootings, mass killings. They should have been dismounted. But no, it's something there. We got to keep them other motherfuckers in check, so if we get rid of them, they might just get a little power. Like I always say, y'all got to listen, man. The biggest fear of the white man is not the black man coming after them. It's the black man rising above them. They do not want that, or even equal. They don't want you to be next to them at all, man. They don't want us to own no. They don't want us to be in a city where we owning these high rises with banks inside of them, and that's all black owned. These big, you know what I'm saying? Because look, you look downtown, all them high rises, that's all white people. They own that shit. Don't know black people own that shit. That's real. That's wealth. That's real wealth. Land, property, building, and inside the building, they got banks and all type of shit in there. They don't want black people to own that. Not in America. You could take your ass to Africa and own that shit, but not here. Even in Africa, they gonna hate them. They gonna try to manipulate somehow. But this is the problem, man. So I just want to address that, man. Blue lives, man, they can take that shit off, man. We can't take our skin off. So when y'all say blue lives matter, that's so much. That's you might as well just call this nigga, man. That's how disrespectful that shit is. You might as well say nigger lives matter. Nigger lives don't matter. When you say blue lives matter, that's what you're saying. You comparing a uniform to skin. Something that they can take off, something that they don't probably even want to be the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Something that they probably don't even want to do the next 5 years. They probably want to, like a lot of police become attorneys, and a lot of them police, a lot of police don't even make it to retire. It's a fair number that quit, get other careers, do something else. But I know a lot of ex-policemen. I used to coach football with a lot of young dudes, Baldwin Hills. You know what I'm saying? And I knew a lot of ex-police dudes that was there. Blacks, Latinos, you know what I'm saying? They was doing something else. Some of them were still police. But that's all I want to say, man. Peace.